So I want to share a project with you that I worked on a couple weeks back for the American Association of Kidney Patients. I'm a kidney doctor, and I created 2 awesome videos which really demonstrate my passions as far as teaching people how to understand food and how it relates to their specific health issues. In this video, I created a recipe from their website, demonstrated a Pepperita pizza. So you all will really love this recipe. The coolest things are that instead of a traditional tomato sauce for the pizza, we blend up some roasted red peppers to make a red pepper sauce that honestly, I can use this on pasta, I can use this on chicken. It's just amazing. If you check out the AAKP website, you can find more information about their potassium campaign. They have this every year. Hope you enjoyed the recipe and you learned something. If you're more interested in potassium and how it relates specifically to your diet, check out my book, The Cooking Doc's Kidney Healthy Cooking. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so you never miss a new recipe or a new health tip. Okay, Pepperita Pizza for the American Association of Kidney Patients Are You OK campaign. Check out this roasted red pepper tomato sauce. Here we go. Hi, I'm Dr. Blake, the Cooking Doc, and did you know that May 1st is National High Potassium Awareness Day? And did you know that it is really important for people with kidney disease to understand potassium and to know how much potassium they're taking into their bodies and how much potassium their body needs? Today we're going to be making a Pepperita pizza, which is a pizza that uses a roasted red pepper sauce instead of a traditional tomato sauce. And we're going to be topping it with some fresh herbs, some chicken, and a lot of flavor. Before we get to our pizza recipe today, let me give you 30 seconds about potassium. Potassium is a mineral that's floating around inside our body and also in the foods that we eat. When you eat potassium, the body knows exactly how much it needs, and the kidneys get rid of the extra. But if the kidneys are not working well, if you have chronic kidney disease, if you're on dialysis, then some of that extra potassium that you eat can build up in the blood to high levels, and that can cause problems with your heart. So it's very important for people with kidney disease to understand how much potassium is in the foods that they eat. Join us on May 1st for the National High Potassium Awareness Day Are You OK webinar. You can register and sign up at ruok.org. Let's get cooking here today. This Pepperita pizza starts with a roasted red pepper sauce, and we are using roasted red pepper in place of tomatoes. If you're not aware, tomatoes are a very high potassium food, especially when concentrated into a sauce. So in this recipe, we're going to take roasted red peppers and turn it into a red sauce to use on top of our pizza. One of the things that's really important when substituting lower potassium foods for higher potassium foods is that you pick something that is similar in color and can be similar in texture. So roasted red peppers make a great substitute for tomatoes. The first thing we're going to do is peel 2 cloves of garlic. Now I am making double the amount of sauce that is called for in this recipe, so I can have extra in my refrigerator. Typically you would only use 1 clove of garlic. And then we're going to get our blender. So we've got our 2 cloves of garlic, a cup of roasted red peppers. Again, this is double the traditional recipe, and a half a teaspoon of dried basil. Dried herbs are a great way to get flavor into a food without using salt. Oftentimes you can substitute dry herbs for fresh herbs as well. Those dry herbs are much more concentrated, so you usually only need about 1/3 as much as fresh herbs. Check out that beautiful sauce. We're going to sit that to the side, move our blender out of the way, and get the rest of the ingredients ready for our pizza. First, we're going to cube about 1 chicken breast. And this is a chicken breast that I baked yesterday. Having healthy meat around the house to eat is very important. And if you buy sliced meat from the store, it's often full of added sodium, phosphorus, and even potassium that aren't good for people with kidney disease. So what I like to do is bake some chicken breasts at the beginning of the week and then I have them to use throughout the week. The way to do it is you cover them with a little olive oil and a little bit of pepper and bake them at 400 degrees for 20 minutes. And slice our basil so it's ready to put right on top of the finished pizzas. You see, you roll the basil up and then you can make it into these nice fine slices without bruising the inside of the basil. So we've got 4 pieces of whole wheat pita bread, and we're going to top them each with 2 tablespoons of our amazing looking red pepper sauce. You know, you can also use a similar type of sauce for pasta. Roasted red peppers are also a very low sodium food. Okay, let's sprinkle them with some, not too much cheese. Let's put on our chicken on top. If you have kidney disease, your protein intake is likely determined by the stage of kidney disease and whether or not you're on dialysis. So you can adjust the amount of chicken you need depending on your protein needs, and your dietitian can probably help you determine how much chicken to use. Let's pop those pizzas into the oven. Alexa, set a 10-minute timer. While these pizzas are cooking, let's talk pizza, healthy pizza, kidney-friendly pizza, and high potassium. Everybody loves pizza, but it's really easy to get in trouble with your dietary requirements if you're eating pizza. Every single layer on the pizza can get you into trouble. The crust that you get at the pizza parlor or the store, very high sodium typically. The pizza sauce that you put on top, high sodium usually, and also high potassium because it's that tomato sauce and not this delicious red pepper sauce that we made today. After your sauce, you've got your cheese, which again can be high sodium, high potassium, high phosphorus, and then you've got your pizza toppings. So let's talk about my favorite healthy pizza toppings for people with kidney disease. These are low sodium, low potassium toppings. Onion, garlic, green pepper, red pepper, roasted red pepper, freshly baked chicken, fresh jalapeno, pineapple. If you're one of those pineapple people, pineapple is a low potassium fruit that some people like on their pizza. How about the toppings to avoid on your pizza? Well, let's first start with the real high potassium ones. Cooked spinach, sun-dried tomatoes. Those are ones that are high in potassium that you probably want to leave off your pizza or just use a tiny bit if you have to limit the potassium in your diet. And then there are those cured meats which can just have you blow past your sodium limits for the day, so leave those off. And yes, I'm talking about those things that are probably some of your favorites: sausage, pepperoni, bacon. Those are no-goes for kidney healthy, low sodium, low potassium pizzas. For educational resources such as a potassium fact sheet, a potassium resource guide, a potassium pocket guide, make sure you visit the website ruok.org. You can get everything you need right there.
Your pizza timer is done.
All right. Alexa, stop the timer. Oh my God, these are beautiful. God, it smells so good. We're going to top them with a little bit of our freshly sliced basil. That little bit of fresh herbs adds a pop of flavor, and it's a great habit to get into by putting just a little bit of fresh herbs on top of your final dish. Now, fresh herbs do have potassium in them, so you have to be careful not to overdo it if you have a potassium limit, but the flavor, amazing. Bon appetit. That pizza is just fabulous. I hope you learned something today. I'm Dr. Blake, the Cooking Doc. I'm a board-certified nephrologist, and I'm also author of the book, The Cooking Doc's Kidney Healthy Cooking, a modern 10-step guide to preventing and managing kidney disease. You can find information about National High Potassium Awareness Day on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at RUOK 5.1. National High Potassium Awareness Day was founded by the American Association of Kidney Patients. AAKP is the oldest and largest kidney organization in the United States. You can find out more at www.aakp.org.